In this demo, let's try out the feature development capability. Let's see if Q can help us on this. Let's create an issue. In this issue, I like to create a README for the CDK stack that's inside our code. Currently, it does not have any instructions or description about it. I'm going to give it a title and be detailed about what I want. Create the README file inside the CDK stack folder and also with a detailed summary of the CDK stack. Let's assign to Q. You can choose how you want Q to work on this. In this case, I ask Q to consult me before it goes ahead making changes. Let's create this issue. The issue is created and now automatically moved to in progress as it's being worked by Amazon Q. Let's go inside the issue and check out what Q is doing. You can see a list of work items here. And you get to interact with Q through this interface. Q tries to understand the issue, reads the repository, generates the background, and develops an approach to solve this issue. Here we are with the approach. In this session, Q will tell you what's going to do and requires your input. After reviewing the approach, I'm happy and can proceed. But if you're not happy with the approach, you can respond back to Q using the command, and it will create another approach based on your feedback. Now Q is trying to generate code changes. And finally, it will also automatically create a new pull request. Cool, now a pull request has been created. Let's have a quick look. As you can see, it now creates a readme.md file summarizing the CDK stack for us. Did you notice that our frontend app didn't have a footer? Now create another issue and assign it to Amazon Q. I specify my requirements clearly that the footer should have a 30 pixel margin, top and bottom, with the provided text. As before, Q gave me an approach, and I can choose to accept or ask Q to revise it. In this case, it looks good to me. Let's proceed with the proposal. From now on, it would take about 3 minutes for Q to develop the pull requests. Let's have a look at the pull request. It looks pretty good to me. One point I'd like to highlight here is that the more concise and smaller your asks are, the easier it is for Amazon Q to accomplish. However, Amazon Q might not get it right every time, and you can interact with Q to refine the solution or take over the code yourself. Even if Amazon Q does not produce the code that you'd expect, it is a step in the right direction, saving your time and accelerating your time to market. Let's merge this pull request. Now, looking at the deployment pipeline, we can see that the edit test is passing and is getting deployed now. Let's check the new version. We now can see that the footer is added. Witnessing the feature development capability in action, you can appreciate how Amazon Q streamlines the entire development process, from understanding requirements to generating code changes and creating pull requests. But the capabilities of Amazon Q goes beyond code generation. Let's now transition to the explanation and summarization capabilities.